Let's pull in Andreas Bremer from the Institute for Automobile Market Research. Mr. Bremer, would you like to own a Lamborghini?
Own? Probably not. Drive? Definitely.
Yeah, like most of us. But we mere mortals here in the car driving world, we've been on a shopping spree lately. You know, I'm talking about the Cash for Clunkers program in the United States as well as in Europe. And it's been a boom for the car industry in the near term. But if we look now, the projections for sales here in Europe are not very good. Next year, we're supposed to see an even more dramatic decrease in sales, and we're not expecting growth, positive growth, until 2013. Would you say the Cash for Clunkers program has hurt the car industry in the mid to long term?
Actually, I don't really think so. I think it did what it had to do. It bought us time. It bought the dealerships time. It gave them the opportunity to sell off their stock because they had lots of cars in stock that they needed to get rid of. And it helped the manufacturers to rethink some of their program lineups, which is why we're going to see a lot of small segment cars entering the market pretty soon. I mean, in the next 2 or 3 years.
Let's pick up on these car dealerships for a second. There are predictions that up to 50% of all car dealerships in Germany could go out of business by next year. Do you believe that?
No.
Why not?
I was afraid you were going to ask that.
The optimist here.
Yeah, I really don't expect that. We will probably see some dealerships go out of business because their lineup of brands and models is not up to date. But that's a natural process. It's not due to the Cash for Clunkers program. It's simply due that they have the wrong models they're selling. And if their manufacturers don't come around with new financing schemes that allow them to sell their cars at a reasonable price without rebates that are horrendous, then those dealerships will have a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, what's going to happen, right? If we want to get consumers to come back into the showroom and to buy a car, you're going to have to offer some type of rebate. Can the car manufacturers afford that right now?
They don't have a choice. I mean, can they afford it? Probably not. But again, they don't have a choice. You have to make the numbers now. You have to secure your market share and ensure that your dealers sell those cars, because otherwise you're stuck back in the problem we had earlier of overproduction. You can't be producing cars and not sell them. So on either end, you're going to have to cut down. You have to cut down production to the limit that consumers are actually asking for it, and your dealerships have to be selling it. The partnership has to be improved on that end.
Okay, I mean, that's one point, but you also have to produce cars that people are going to want to buy. What do car manufacturers have to do now to get people back into the showrooms?
Small-sized cars, hybrid engines are the two main factors right now. Everybody is downsizing when it comes to when you're talking about the next car. It's not necessarily the smaller model, but it's the smaller engine we're talking about. A lot of times, it's also the smaller model, but it's primarily the smaller engine with lower consumption.
And why aren't you talking about electric cars? Because that has been, of course, a big buzzword.
I don't believe in the electric car for the next 10 years.
For the next 10 years. Yeah. So we're talking about basically small, fuel-efficient cars in the midterm, hybrids. And you think that will help to pull the car industry out of this crisis?
It'll certainly help.
Okay. Well, let's hope the optimist in you is speaking the truth. Mr. Bremer, thank you very much.
Sure.